Mobile gaming over the last few years has come a really long way from being a casual way for people to enjoy video games on the go to now being a multi-billion-dollar industry with tons of yearly tournaments with millions of dollars of prize pool. It's not that shocking that the Olympics wanted a piece of the action. And also, yes, the Olympics, this is their official website, as you can see. But about a month ago, they announced the Olympic Esports Series, where if you scroll down, it's in 65 days. It's happening in Singapore. The finals are in Singapore in June. There's some more info if you want to read, but there are a few sports that are happening for the Olympic Esports. They have archery, baseball, chess, cycling, dance, motorsports, sailing, taekwondo, and tennis. Now, a few of these, you're like, sailing, taekwondo, how are these esports? And we're not touching on that today because two of these games are actually mobile games. Yes, mobile gaming has gone global. You can win a gold medal this year in either tennis or archery. But before we show the mobile games, they are actually running qualifiers. They're live streaming these. I also know the Olympics are super protective over their videos, so I'm not going to play any of the video, but this looks like it was a Japan qualifier final. So I guess whoever won this goes to the finals for baseball, and it looks like it's a video game I've never even heard of, which kind of sets the stage for this entire thing. So this is tennis. Clash your way to the Olympic Esports Series Triumph. So this is the entire page. It's 2 paragraphs. And it's basically saying Tennis Clash is an online multiplayer game from Wildlife Studios, joining forces with the International Tennis Federation. Fans of the game will have the chance to compete for a spot at the Olympic Esports Finals in Singapore and the ultimate virtual tennis prize, the Olympic Esports Trophy. Now, I have the game pulled up on my phone right here, and we will be playing it in a second. But if you think things are a little weird and fishy, they just get weirder. As if we head to the archery one, the other mobile game in the Olympic Esports this year, it says Tic-Tac-Bow is a brand new mobile archery game that was released in February. How to participate: the qualifying rounds will take place in spring. I actually registered for this when this was announced. I have heard nothing in my email, so I don't even know if the competition is taking place, but basically it's a game called Tic-Tac-Bow, and yeah, it's as confusing as it sounds. Now, I was thinking to myself, dude, I want to qualify for the Olympics. I'm a mobile gamer, and so I look up Tic-Tac-Bow, and you can see archery PvP. Oh my god, wait, it exists? Dude, I thought it didn't exist on mobile. I just looked this up 2 minutes ago. It has 1 review, and the review is a 2-star. The developer of this game, Project 99, has one other game published, and it's Hammy Scrabble and the Olympic archery game. Now, I already have this installed on my Android, but it's just so... This is the game that in 65 days is going to be playing for an Olympic gold medal. A game with a 1 rating with 2 stars, and the developer is one that no one has heard of. So we'll come back to this game in a second, as the other game that is being hosted for the mobile Olympics is actually a pretty popular one. It's one I'd never heard of, but it's called Tennis Clash Sports Stars Game. It's got 400,000 ratings, 4.6 stars, looks way more legit than the other developer, and they've actually released a few other games, so pretty reputable looking game. But when you open up the game, this is where things got really confusing, because this game is filled with loot boxes. It is very reminiscent to Clash Royale. If you guys have ever played a Clash Royale game, you unlock these loot boxes, and then you're able to get multiple cards. You know, I just upgraded my tennis racket, and oh, I got some endurance cards. Wicked. And obviously, because there are loot boxes in the game, if you wanted to, you could go to the store and virtually you can buy your way into having a better chance of being successful to get a gold medal. Now, that doesn't happen very often. Usually you have to be the fastest runner, the best chess player. The other games in this category aren't pay to win, but the 2 mobile games that the Olympics have decided to represent the mobile category are pay to win games. So we're just gonna run up a tennis match. The game itself isn't bad. This is a very standard form of mobile games, but this game is representing the entire mobile category for the Olympics, and it couldn't be further from what mobile gaming is. Like, mobile gaming is not supposed to be some sort of loot box, pay or win to victory, and you just kind of oh, just kidding. I can't even strike the ball back because man does not know how to serve. Oh, look at that. Okay, I don't know. Like, listen, this game is, once again, it's kind of fun. You swipe up, and depending on how fast you swipe, that determines how hard you hit the ball, and then you can place the ball in certain areas. So that right there, ooh, almost was a fault. And the other guy, he just sucks. It's probably a bot, most likely. But when I saw this originally, and look, there's ads. There's an Ulta ad, bro. I don't even shop at Ulta. Like this, there's so many other games that could have been chosen to represent mobile better, but it's a loot box game with arbitrary skill levels because there's so much RNG involved in the actual mechanics of this game. And then I have a makeup ad. I have a glasses ad now from VisionWorks. I mean, maybe they're saying my glasses suck. I don't know. But this is just so fascinating to me. I have seen no one else talk about this, but to me, this would have been such a huge opportunity. Now, obviously, they weren't going to put a shooting game in. They weren't going to put a Clash of Clans game in. But at least like Asphalt 9, a game that's a really reputable racing game, they could have thrown that one in there. But look, I just finished the match and I'm getting asked to give them money. So much of my screen right now is piggy bank, give them money, claim rewards, buy a battle pass, go back, free bag, look at that. Spam through this. Almost everything about this game revolves around you spending money or watching ads in the game. And I just have to imagine deep down the Olympics just paid a fat bag to be the sponsor of this or whatever. Now, because this game actually exists, I am going to go ahead and download on my iPhone. I did get it on my Android phone because that is where this is at least a little bit more popular. I believe it has around 100,000 downloads in total. So the player base isn't very big. So if you guys want an Olympic gold medal, then probably your best bet is to download this game because the tennis game already seems pretty competitive. But this seems, the concept of this game and the layout of this game is so similar to what we just played. Basically, it's an archery game where you make tic-tac-toe. You're playing tic-tac-toe and you have a bow and you zoom in and you shoot an arrow, and based off of your score hitting the target, you can basically, like this, you'll see this bot's gonna get a 1 on the target, so they get a 3. So my goal is to get more than a 3, and if I do, then I claim that little circle. Now that was a freaking beautiful shot. Like I said, boys, we're going to the Olympics. But if anything, this game doesn't exist. This game didn't exist going into February. No one had ever played this game before. This game was developed almost solely for the Olympics, but it could not feel like a more out of touch game. Obviously, this is the Olympics' first time ever doing something with gaming. So they did partner with people like chess.com, I believe Gran Turismo, or, you know, one of those reputable racing games. Like, they've got some really good options for people to play. But dude, I'm completing the tutorial and I'm already getting asked to open my free loot box. Do you guys see I feel like the problem is very clear. The two mobile games that are being represented in the Olympics are two loot box games, two of which I don't even think have that much skill in them. And then this one is just worse. This is like a worse ripoff of the other one. The graphics are worse. Everything just doesn't look polished. It feels like it was designed to make money for people wanting to participate in the Olympics, which if they're actually being successful, then, you know, maybe that's the wave. But it's just a level of absurdity I didn't know existed. So I guess we'll just go play another one. Look, it's the same thing. You have arenas. The more arenas, maybe it's from the same studio, but this just is developed a whole lot worse. There's so much that confuses me. What they really should have done is they should have taken an esports that already exists, like Clash of Clans or Clash Royale, an actual reputable game, and then just chosen that. Obviously, it's not a real sport. Clash Royale is not a real sport in real life. No one's saying it is, but having an archery game that didn't exist 2 months ago and then trying to claim this somehow represents esports more than actual mobile gaming esports, it's confusing. I will say I am insane once again, but there is no shot your boy is going to try to get a gold medal because it's going to involve me spending so much money on this game, so much time, so much effort for probably some crazy amount of RNG to dictate the likelihood of me going to Singapore. And once again, I haven't even seen any information on how you qualify. How do you compete? How do you, like, do you have to get a certain, there's just so many missteps and misinformation. It feels like an Olympic, you know, committee member, their son played mobile games, and so they're like, hey, we should add this to the Olympics. But let me, come on. This is swaying a lot. Come on. Boom, that's beautiful. Let me go ahead and win this game and then just wrap it up here. We get a win, Dubsky. We get our loot boxes. Let's go. We love loot boxes. Tap to unlock. But if I had to say anything about these two games, the tennis one is much better designed, much better made. It's actually kind of enjoyable, but still very money grabby deep down. I don't think either of these games represent mobile gaming and if you want to see about the game on Android, it has 100,000 downloads and 3.5 stars on average. Look at this. Base game is certainly good. However, it's a bit of a buggy mess in its current state. This is supposed to be the Olympics. I don't know. You obviously, the point has gotten across. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hey, maybe someone out there is going to qualify. And if you do, I'm happy for you. But with all that being said, it's been your boy, DuckyTheGamer, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.